What can you do? Ooh, we actually go first. We actually go first. Can we kill the beta? If she's a copper trap, she's a copper trap. She's built super high defense. She's a copper trap. What is going on, summoners? We are here today on the channel to do some siege battles. I know, first time we've really done siege battles here on the channel. Looking forward to starting this up as a new thing, so let me know down below if this is something you would like to see more of. Obviously, we can do 2 a week. You can also catch me live over at twitch.tv/halftiltgamer every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we do our Monday sieges live on stream every week. So come check us out for some Monday Night Wars. But without any further ado, let's go and check out where our battles are at. So normally we're in the top 200, top 250 of guilds on global server here. We're a G1 farm guild. We don't really ever try to push a little higher. As you can see right now, we're ranked 220. See if we've got any defense wins for the day. I got no defense wins for the day. Granted, I think really only one of my defenses has even been hit so far, so maybe 2 of them have. Maybe this one got hit. I need to change this defense. This one's... People have too many counters for it now. It was really strong, really good for a while, but now people know how to beat it. So unless you're just flat out a whole tier or more above in rune quality, you're gonna have a tough time putting wins together. And that's kind of been my experiences. It's been more losses than wins of late. It started out good, but it's time to change it up, I think. So before we get into the battles, we'll go look at a couple of the other defenses. I made some changes recently, and theory crafting defense is something I do enjoy doing. It is fun. This one as well has started to see a little bit less success lately, so we might go and try to change this up. Maybe we'll put a Molong in there, although this one that I created last week actually isn't doing too bad. Sure, it lost the one time it got put up this week, but maybe in the next iteration it'll do all right. And the other 2 defenses I've got here haven't done anything yet. And this is an important thing for you guys to know. You don't feel like you need to fill 10 defenses. When you think you've got, say 25 active people in your guild, if everybody's got 10 defenses, that's 250 defenses that you guys got to choose from, and you can only put 5 in a tower. So each person can occupy 2 towers essentially, and yeah, there's not 50 towers here to take over, really. So you don't need to have that many. Concentrate your best comps and your best runes on a few solid teams. Obviously, if you can go deep, go deep. There's nothing wrong with that, but don't stretch yourself thin and make defenses that just really aren't up to par, that are gonna fail regularly, because they're not doing your guild any service, unless you're actually wanting to lose the battles and you're just wanting to make the opposition use up some monsters on their side, right? Then of course you can go that route. But so let's have a quick look and see what we need to do. So these 2 towers here are on cooldown right now. Fallen Royals is looking to run away with the battle right now. We need to do some work to try and get this back. So I think starting in here, let's go see what we've got to deal with. So we've got a lot of defense based, a lot of bruiser. So this is a big bruiser tower. A lot of times you can try to out bruiser them, or you can try and snipe them. Both can be very, very successful. The Triton is probably decent, quite fast, especially in this comp with no speed lead. I would presume that he is actually very fast here. So if we're gonna do this, we probably want to take in a fast, an also very fast team, or a team that can, take a real beating. A water tank team could be really good too. So I don't know if I quite trust my Lauren at 188, even though I've got the 24 lead there as well to push her up over 300. That Triton could easily be a 320 Triton, and he's still going to get first turn, in which case then we could be in really bad shape. So it's a bit of a gamble. Sometimes gambles are okay. You can also, to your advantage, use this as a bit of a record. So this defense was pulled out of the reserves. It hasn't been hit in this siege battle yet. We know this. And it's 2 wins, 5 losses. So maybe it's not super, super crazy. Maybe we have a chance. Do I want to use this team here or do I want to save it? That's the other question we need to ask. Am I better off maybe taking a water tank in to a team like that? Because ultimately the Triton isn't a huge, huge concern here. But if we could tank it out pretty heavy, then we're probably going to be in pretty good position, right? Who else would we bring in as support here? Maybe, do we have runes on the Tetra? The Tetra would actually be really good here too. The Tetra might be almost all we actually need to bring. We might not even need to bring the aerial. Might be overkill. But I think this team should easily be able to handle this. Tetra is actually my newest 6-star, and I haven't actually used her yet. So yeah, that Triton was definitely really fast. But we're all water, so they're going to deal with elemental disadvantage this entire fight. What do we want to do? We want to clear him because obviously the extra speed here would be really nice. The Belinus is going to be... He's very, very dangerous here. And the Theo will do... He'll take out the Triton, no problem. But this is going to be very easy. So the main goal... I've got a lot of learning still to do when it comes to Siege. Not getting tilted, not taking too many risks where we don't need to, right? Early in the Siege, it's easy to not take risks because you have your whole monster pool available. It's when you get down to your last, 3 or 4 battles does that get really, really hard. Okay, this Tetra is actually balling right now. She's doing some work here, you guys. She's doing some work here right now. I'm pretty good. Ariel has done absolutely nothing but provide a leader skill this fight. I think he got 1 attack off. The Tetra has otherwise owned this. Well, and the Theo, of course, because Theo's all your damage. But that's why we brought him, because he can take out the Triton really easily, right? He doesn't care that the Triton is wind monster. There you go. So Ariel was... We probably could have 2-manned this with just Tetra and Theomars, to be honest. That's not really what we do at this level. That's how you lose a lot of your attacks real quick. So not really into doing that right now. All right, you guys. So this comp here, I feel like this is a good counter to it. I need to be in the habit of double checking to make sure I got runes on things, because honestly, it also gives you guys a quick view of my builds. So if you need to, pause the video. You can have a look and analyze if you want. If you want to actually see stats on runes and stuff, come drop by the Twitch channel or join the Discord down below and ask in there, and I can probably send a screenshot or something. But the idea here is that the Feng Yan's going to go after the Ajir. The Rakan is probably going to go after Triana. And Anavel's going to go for Daphnis. So everything's going to get hit here because this is a really well-built defense. But the hope is that the Daphnis can snipe either the Rakan or the Feng Yan off the go. Ideally the Feng Yan, if it's on will or if there's shield runes. I don't recommend shield runes on defenses unless you're kind of like an anti-Daphnis type defense, then that's fine. Okay, so not on there, but we'll try. Okay, he got resisted and no crit. I did have some crit on there, by the way. Did have some. Okay, so what do we want to do here? We're gonna try and sleep the Anavel, or push her back at least. We don't need to use the heal from Triana quite yet, so I don't want to do it yet. But we do want to try and control the Rakan from getting a provoke onto the Triana. That's really important. Okay, we got no defense break on Ajir from the Anavel there. That's actually really good. Can we get no cooldowns either there? That's not cool. Okay, we're going to clear off the Daphnis because he is going to be the one that's holding those debuffs the longest here. Anavel procking is nothing new. That is an extremely common thing for her to do. Okay, this is where it starts to get not good. So we're gonna try and go for the Feng Yan. Good, we got that. we're still going to go after the Recon here, even though he could collapse me. No strip. That is unfortunate. We'll put some more damage into him that time. He gets the collapse off, but he doesn't crit, and he doesn't collapse back. That's really good. Okay, so this is not looking good for Daphnis here at all. Everything is getting additional turns on their side right now. We need to kill this Recon. Good. He's dead. No crit still. That really hurts because we really needed that shield, actually. I swear there's crit on him. I really, really swear. Can we get a strip here? Okay, we stripped. We got a little bit of heal, and he procced, which is nice, so he gets a big bonus heal there. And we can maybe get back into things here a little bit. Okay, this Annabelle is doing her job very well right now, I must say. She is doing everything right. Everything right. Oh, okay. Okay, Triana, you might be catching us up there to what this Annabelle is doing. Let's try and push her attack bar back. Hopefully we can do that twice. Ooh, there we go. That was huge right there, you guys. That was huge. That might have just sealed their fate right there. Okay, and okay. Now we're getting all kinds of crazy proc luck here. Hey, we're finally gonna get a crit. Only took the 15% elemental advantage to do it, but we did it. Oh, and the Annabelle cuts in and goes. And she procs like crazy too. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we literally had him on death's doorstep. And he gets that big Annabelle proc right there to step it back up. Okay, cooldown on the Annabelle. That's kind of nice since she just... Oh, never mind. She's just going to sleep and kill everything. And this Feng Yan's going to go just crazy. We're not going to hit the Feng Yan right now for obvious reasons. Until we absolutely have to. And now we have to. Can we get a sleep here, please? That would have been really nice. Alright, so Ajir is down. Okay, we got to go for this right now. You think he might be low enough that we get away with it. Not quite. Not quite. Please don't proc. Please don't proc. This should be enough. Okay, that got a little hairier. As you guys can see, violent procs in Siege, especially on Siege defense side, is grossly overtuned. So don't be surprised if things just go completely wild on you. You could have the battle just like literally on the edge of victory, and they will come back from the brink of destruction and just wipe your team in a couple of turns because violent procs just go ham on you. It's very frustrating. It's very infuriating. If that happens, I recommend taking a step back and just cooling down for a moment. Wow. Okay. So this defense of Ferns here is these guys are having a real hard time with it. So this is a comp I could actually make. I just don't have a skilled up Praha. I've got her, but she's not skilled up yet. So if you guys want to see what defense is doing successfully right now, this is a quick glimpse here into some of these builds, and that's impressive that's going so well. I'm happy about that. All right, on with the show, as they say. So this one or this one, who's gonna be? I feel like this one is gonna be easily enough countered by this team here, because I don't really care if he's got the immunity from Amelia up. And even though Element would say otherwise, Feng Yan actually destroys Leica. It's because Leica's not built anywhere near tanky enough to take the multi-hits from Feng Yan. So he can actually destroy a Leica here. With a defense buff up, it might be a little bit more of a challenge, but let's go see what we can do. Can we? Okay, we stripped the immunity. That's nice. We'll put this up first so that we can start revenging right away. And this Amelia is gonna just go crazy, it seems. All right. There's no point using skill 2 there because honestly, you hit a threshold, right? All right. Well, hey, it's only fair that if they're gonna get a bunch of violent procs, then so should we, right? It's only fair. So we'll take out the Leica first, because after that, there's really not much. Even with the Leica there's not much he can do. I'm way too heavy defense based, and he's trying to go for a similar strategy, right? With his defense, keep the immunity up, and very, very heavy defense based units. Um, Problem is I'm not a huge fan of any of the ponies on defenses because the AI is not great. As you guys can just see, that was really, really bad AI by that pony right there. And that could have just lost in the game. I mean, if that's the only immunity option you have, that's fine. And I get the allure that it also provides a defense buff. Like, Amelia is a very, very good unit. I'm not saying she's not. This is just not the best showcase or application for her, right? So we take out the Feng Yan and we can pretty much just auto from here, you guys. So Amelia is a very good unit. She is probably in my top 5 most wanted units out of normal element anyway. Obviously the LD5s out there are choice, but she is very good. But the ponies just have really bad AI on defense. Of course, violent procs can really help make up for that, but you don't want to rely on violent procs. If you're building siege defenses, violent bruisers can be very, very good. If they, okay, this one's getting attacked now. Very okay, awesome. Now because this base has already actually been hit by us, even though it's technically cut off from any of our adjacent bases off cooldown right now, you can still actually attack it. As long as you've beaten at least one defense in a base, you can continue to attack that base even if you get cut off from it. So that is something, if you guys don't know, very important to keep in mind. Now the real question is, do we have anything in here? My 4-star teams kind of do suck. I haven't put a lot of time and effort into them, so I'm a little more hesitant to go that route. All right, we got Elsharion, Ritesh, and Praha here. Probably a pretty pretty beefy Elsharion if I had to guess. And this is a pretty meta defense right here. So we're going to try this one with our Sierra team. It could be a little risky trying to get into this with the Elsharion. So he's going to be target number 1. He's probably on... Oh, he's not even on Will. Okay, well, I see why this defense doesn't have wins. I expected that the Elsharion was going to be on Will, but hopefully we can kill him with a single bomb here. Oh yeah, we do. When your 3rd skill takes out 3/4 of its health, you know damn well that the bomb's gonna finish it off, right? Okay, we'll drop the bomb on Praha and focus up here on the Ritesh for now, because we should be able to hopefully. Oh, he's a pretty fast Ritesh actually, pretty darn fast. Let's finish off this Praha, and then we at least don't have to worry about getting stripped again. Not the kind of strippers I like to see, you know? Alright, here we go. Now it's easy peasy. And finish him off. Very good. Okay, okay. So, let's try and finish this tower off and get it back. We got to put... Oh, we're losing bases. We're losing bases, you guys. Who... Did it... No, we're not. Okay. I thought we lost more since we started the video. I'm like, wait, what? We've only done a few attacks here. What's going on? What's going on? All right. So this kind of defense, it can be very dangerous because everything is built super tanky and it's all on violent. And I would expect everything's going to be on will runes as well. So we have to be very much aware of the damage capabilities that this kind of team brings to the table, okay? Leica can be an absolute great tank for the Molong, because obviously Molong's 3rd skill can only take off like what, 1/4 of Leica's health. Can't take him right down to the end, right? Immunity is also very strong here to go up against the Jean, if you've got it. Unfortunately, we've already used our Fran, we've already used our Velajewel, so immunity is kind of lacking now. We do have an Okeanos. I think he is runed up. Good. That we can bring in. Leica is actually runed up as well. Let's make sure. He's built on Rage. Broken I have him on now. I have a similar build for RTA. I think a little bit beefier in RTA, but We could also do Raccoony here, but I like Raccoony in another comp. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if this... No, because we have to expect that this team is going to be on Will runes. So we could bring in Lima here. She does offer single turn immunity, so if we play our cards right, we could go immune. Raccoony is also good because he'll cleanse the provoke off of one unit. But he heals. He doesn't heal or turn cycle nearly as much. But with the Okeanos here, I think we should actually be safe with this to make sure he's actually got rune. He's going to be my slowest monster, or actually second slowest. Leica's going to be the slowest, but that's okay. All right, let's. Okay. This happens to me all the time when we're doing this live, you guys. Just FYI. Just FYI. All right, we need to get some defenses in here. Let's put this one back in there. I think it got hit once and lost today. What other ones do we got here? I want to bruiser them out as well for this, because there's only so many ways you can beat the bruisers before you just kind of bite the dust, right? You just don't have the units to take them down anymore. One more. Let's do this one. Got a defense break for the Perna, so that makes me happy. Too many times, and this is why I hate the Jean, Perna, Chandra defenses. The Perna needs at least an attack buff or a defense break. Both is amazing. Perna will wipe floors with that. But if you've got neither, you gotta have some god tier runes on that Perna and hope you're going up against some really squishy opponents, you know. Okay, so yellow is taking that base. We're not going to worry about that one. Maybe we'll go and have a look at this base. So we got a Jandra Skogel. That could be gnarly. That could actually be gnarly. We've got... Yeah, because even that, it would be really hard to go in and Copper Bulldozer this because of how many hit points that these units likely have. And my Copper Bulldozer aren't built to do enough damage to wipe that out. Ooh. Jean Cadiz Huadam. That could be gross. And you know he's got good runes because he's got a Guardian Aura on here. So you know darn well that the runes on this defense are the runes on this account are good enough to at least hit G1 during the RTA season and probably hold C3. That is a fairly safe assumption. It's got a really good win-loss record, including recent wins. And all in all, is a tough team to take down. So you need some good tanks to beat a team like this. So I kind of like the Jelton here to cling to the absorb the Jean and Huadam attacks. That is a possibility. I actually want to try this defense out. I want to try this defense out and see what we can do with it. The Cadiz can do crazy, crazy damage. So I'm wondering if a Tyrannus would be really good here. If we're going to run Tyrannus, then we probably also want to run some form of heals, because we don't have really any heals here. There's not a lot of buffs being thrown around, so I don't know that Bulwark is a good choice here. Annabelle, I think she's just not well runed enough to be used in Siege at this time. We could look at Harmonia. Harmonia could be good here. Lima will just probably eat the Cadiz. I feel like Harmonia might be our pick here. What do you guys think? Let me know. If you guys ever have comments based on any of my battles, please do leave those in the comment section below. I will read them. I always read my comments. If you want to laugh at what I picked, if you want to suggest a better team, point out my flaws and mistakes, I am happy to hear it all. Actually, I almost wonder if Elucia would be better here than Harmonia. We don't have any immunity. Well, the Harmonia gives a little bit of immunity. And we get a little bit extra speed. But we're going to eat a few Cadiz hits before that Hawadam goes down, right? That's the challenge here. The hope is that the Hawadam crits on the Joltan and the Jean crits on the Joltan and they hurt themselves, right? And that guy doesn't proc too much, of course. Let's cleanse the Tyrannus up here. Very good. Let's do this, because that's where the defense break is. Oh, look at those debuffs, yo. Look at those debuffs. So if the Tyrannus gets good and low here, we just might let him get a little bit lower. Okay, this Cadiz is legit proccing every single turn. We can drop this Hawadam down by about half his health. Almost. Okay, I guess it's because of the branding effect here that the Hawadam isn't actually going after the Joltan right now. And everything's focusing the Tyrannus. That's not ideal at all, actually. And the violent procs are very gross this go around too. The violent procs are very gross this go around. Okay, we're going to need some much more favorable ones here. I'm going to put this on myself for now. Maybe we get... Okay, I didn't really want provokes there, I'll be honest, but that is okay. Can we get another proc here from Harmonia? That would have been really nice. Not quite. Let's heal up a little bit. Actually, I probably should have taken from the Cadiz there for more, but that's okay. Can we get a stun? Nice. And do this. Nice. Oh, how about a stun over here? No. A stun over on the Jean would have been nutty. Nice proc, Harmonia. Nice proc. Heal block. Very good. Alright, let's do this. Okay, stop hitting the Tyrannus. So I brought the Joltan in to be a light tank, and he has done anything but so far. Okay, let's bring this guy down now. Sometimes just trying to hit the other monsters isn't a bad idea either, because you'll suck. They're easy to kill. They're really squishy because they're relying on the Hawadam to absorb all that damage. So he'll absorb a whole bunch of damage. Oh my goodness. Stop with the additional turns. Whew, we got that just in time. Can we get a proc, please? Wow. Wow. This guy is getting turns like it's nobody's business right now. Nobody's business, yo. What is going on? Alright, let's do this. And maybe we can get a kill here. Not quite. This guy has gotten so many violent procs. So many violent procs. Welcome to Siege in 2020, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Siege in 2020. Like, the Jean actually used that in the very last turn. Can we get a sleep, please? How about now? Sleep? Anything? I don't think... Do I have my Joltan on Violent? I'm pretty sure I thought I did. I actually thought I had my Joltan on Violent. And I have yet to see a Violent proc there. Oh, actually, you know what I should have done right before this battle? Should have gone for the second awakening on the Jean. I legit need one more battle to get the second awakening on the Joltan. That would have been such a nice stat increase. Oh my goodness, this is gross, you guys. This is gross. Okay, let's steal some of the Cadiz's HP here. This Cadiz is decently tanky too. Okay, let's do this. Of course, gets full provoke. Yeah, there we go. Joltan is getting violent procs, just they're very few and far between right now. Oh, what? Why did she die there? I thought I had the soul protection on her. What happened, yo? What happened? Okay, can I get a Oh man, we can't land shit. I know he's got resistance lead, but this is silly. So as you guys have witnessed, violent procs run this game. Like, I can't even get a turn in right now because he's just getting... Wow, and revives again. Okay, well, we're not giving up quite yet, but I'm not very optimistic. We need RNG to kind of balance itself out here, and this guy to stop getting 3 turns every time he moves if we're gonna have a chance. Is really what it comes down to. No, okay, can't get a crit. Couldn't even get a crit. Maybe we can get a sleep this time? Nothing. Still resist every time. Every single turn. Stun? I just want to slow the Jean down so we can actually put something together here. Oh, are you kidding me? Of course, that is when she decides to violent proc, right? Of course. Of course. And now the Huadam's almost back to full health. So gross, dude. So gross. Can we get a sleep on this thing? That would be nice. Maybe we should have just brought Hathor in here. Hathor would have run this show. I swear that this guy has violent procced more turns than he has not. 22%, by the way. 22% chance to violent proc. And my full team was also on violent. It's just not cool, man. Calm to us, you need to fix your game. This is why people don't like playing this shit. This right here is why people don't like to play this shit. Can I get a proc? Nope, of course not. Why would I get a proc? That's game now. That is really, really dumb. That is really dumb. If RNG would have been fair and equal there, as it's supposed to be, if 22% was actually 22% on both sides of the field, we probably would have won that fight. Just saying. We probably would have won that fight. I feel I'm going to give this one more shot in the hopes that we can do something with it here. All right, so we'll start with this. Oh, yeah, see, procs again right away, immediately procs. Okay, I'm gonna do this. Even though I know, oh, we don't get to sleep on her anyway. Wow, calm to us, just wow. And she procs out of the stun. Why even bother with the stun, right? Why even bother? Okay, I don't want to use third skill right now. Again, like what? Why? What is this? There, 2 turn sleep. Maybe I should have I'm gonna put the attack break on the Cadiz here, actually. If I can. Good, that helps. Oh, counter attack. How very awesome of you. Let's do this. Hopefully they don't come and kill my Molong now. That is the fear, of course. Alright. Okay, stop with the procs, please. And John can proc now. Oh my, she actually didn't. Incredible. Incredible. Can we put her to sleep? Nope. Gets resisted. Can we freeze her? Nope. Gets resisted. Oh, what do we do here, guys? What do we do here? I feel like we sleep the Jean again. There we go. Good. This way the what's his face isn't really getting much in the way of heals onto the Huadam. And if we can kill the Huadam, the Cadiz goes down easy, right? Like that's That's a little concerned for me at this point. All right, we didn't get the Jean, but we did get her there, and this time we should be able to kill this thing. Crap. That's not cool. Why does she proc why do they proc every turn? Honestly. This is infuriating, you guys. This is actually infuriating. Why they proc every single turn. 2-turn sleep, please. No proc on my side. Let's lower your attack bar. Good. We didn't get the additional sleep onto the Jean here, but we'll try again. And then okay, let's just chip away at that for a moment here. It's all right. Ooh, the Cadiz didn't proc. That's impressive. That is impressive. Get a freeze on it. Nope, resisted. Does he have a? Well, no, he doesn't have an inability block. Let's heal self. Can we strip and no strip, no sleep? Can't do either one. The Jean has got 4,000% resistance, by the way. Every fucking turn, man. Literally every turn she procs. And yeah, so now we lose again. More additional turns. Are you kidding me? This is so dumb. This is so dumb. That defense is good. Don't get me wrong. It's a good defense. It's built really well. But he's only winning because of violent procs. We had him beat the first time if it wasn't for violent procs. We had him beat the second time if it wasn't for violent procs. Like, again, all my units are violent. Why don't I get procs? Alright. Maybe let's go try out this team. We were going to do this one. Was this the one we were going to do earlier? Yeah, we were going to do this one earlier. Do we still have the units left that we were going to use? We were going to use Laika, right? We were going to use Okeanos, and we were going to use Lima, I do believe. So, yes, we still have the team left. Let's try this guy. Let's try out this defense, change it up a bit. Not going to get stuck on that defense anymore. Okay, no will runes. Go for some stuns. We didn't get the Molong, but he is off element, so that is not crazy. I'm not going to... Okay, so I misplayed a bit by picking the Okeanos because that gives the Molong an additional target that I wasn't necessarily anticipating before. Let's go for a cooldown on this guy. Nice. Can we get a lucky stun? No, of course not. Now, okay, so he still went for the Reckless on Laika. Okay, that is kind of lucky. That is kind of lucky. That's what we ultimately were going for, but it is kind of lucky, right? Alright, no. So can we kill this guy? Oh, so close, so close. He got that little bit of heal there. Let's do it. Yeah. Alright. So his revive chances are gone. His, I'm going to go for the reset here. Nice. And we'll do this. Very good. We'll do this. And can we get a kill? That is why you build crazy high crit rate and damage on your Laika, ladies and gentlemen, to take out those Molongs. If Feng Yang gets to beat Laika, then Laika gets to beat Molong. It's only fair, right? It's only fair. Not all the pandas can can be immune. All right. A little bit of redemption. Let's throw in some stuff here. I apologize, guildies, if you're watching this. I honestly just pick the top typical defenses for the appropriate level range that I scroll past because I'm a little bit lazy. Especially for the back defenses like that. All right. let's go after... Who do we have left to attack with before we go too far here? I'm not saying I'm going to attack this defense right now, because we might not have the appropriate monsters to really go after something like this. We do have a bulwark still, and I've got other units in storage too. We do have the bulwark still, but we don't really have immunity, so I don't know that I really want to go up against Jean's, because as you guys have seen, without immunity, Jean's will run the house because all they do is proc. And that's not just like, that's not a one-time thing. That's not just this guild. That is a siege thing where the Jean's proc like absolute crazy. Beast monks are the same. Apparently so is Cadiz. I've never fought a Cadiz really in siege battle before, so that was a newer experience there. Apparently this guy is actually really good. So he's got a disturb HP on his first skill. All his damage is based on his max HP, and second awakening, he's got pretty good max HP base. Because the HP evolves by 20% each and increases their attack speed for 2 turns. Ooh, and he's got anti-crit. Damn, maybe we should have saved the Lima, huh? Oh, actually, this is a 4-star only base, so that really doesn't count down, does it? Derp. Attacks the enemy 3 times each attack. Has a 45% chance to decrease the enemy's defense for 3 turns. Okay. So this could be kind of a gross comp. This could actually be kind of a gross comp. I'm going to kind of YOLO it, I think, maybe. Let's go see. What do we got? Do we got runes on her? We do. They're not amazing. They're not amazing runes on her, but we do have runes on her. Do we got runes on this guy? We do. Again, not amazing. Not amazing, but we'll take them for now. And then finally, I like to go with some bombs. We'll bring in Dover. And what we'll do is we'll put that on there to give the extra accuracy bonus to put us over the cap. Hopefully, well, not quite in his case, but it's still looking pretty good. So this way, we're not worried about the anti-crit buff. We don't got crazy heals, and my Iris isn't fully skilled up. And this has proven to be a problem in the past. So, fingers crossed that we can eke this one out, but we should be okay. I'm actually going to put a silence onto this guy first. And then I will do this. Hopefully he doesn't revenge me. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he in the end? Let's do this then. And now we're going to eat a bomb. Can we get a lucky stun here? No. No lucky despair stun, unfortunately. And that's game. Alright. This Joltan could be an absolute nightmare to try and fight here, to be honest. What do we do? I'm grasping at straws right now, you guys, because I'm pretty tilted and flustered. I'm not gonna lie. And this is... Oh. I really don't want to use well, whatever. All monsters excluding boss monsters. There we go. I'm running out of crystals. This whole quarantine business, I tell you guys, it has got my crystals waning. But yeah, come to us. You guys really, really need to fix your proc rates on defenses here. This is not fun or enjoyable content by any stretch of the imagination. Don't get confused that it might be. Watch this guy be on despair and stun me. Oh, he didn't. Okay, good. Can we get a stun on this guy so we don't eat a ton of damage right off the bat? That's good. Let's push him back. Nice proc, nice proc. Ooh, nice push back. Let's hit this one. She buffs up, that's fine. Let's do this and try and get another rock out. Nice proc, actually. Let's do this and try and get a stun out. No dice. Oh, we are dangerously low. That Raccoony is dangerously low, you guys. Nice proc. Can we get a kill? That kill right there was huge. That kill right there was actually huge. Because now they're going to eat 2 rocks. Unless he keeps procking like crazy. Oh wow, this Joltan is actually really, really tanky. Really, really tanky. See, this is why I need to... Alright, we came back. We came back. We avoided most of the damage from the Joltan there. Which is good. Very, very good. So these betas in this comp are often built on Swift and very fast. And we already used up our Garo, who is our primary anti-Skogul unit, I will be honest. As well as a speed lead if I want to do Fire Twins. I never am comfortable Lucianing this. If this wasn't a beta here, if this was well, even a Triana, you don't really want to Lucian that. You know, we've got Kamoon, we've got Orion, but then you still need a really good damage dealer. We could put runes on Roke and bring him in, or even Hrungnir. Grago can be really good too, but the concern is that, of course, Ajir, you need a lot of damage. You need a decent amount of damage to try and do something like this, and I don't know if we have it. The Hua dies to a single rock, so if they get a rock off, we're dead. And with immunity and anti-crit from the beta, it's not going to look good. There is a chance we could try to Copper Dozer it. I say we do this, and if we get outsped by the beta, and we don't crit anything, what can you do? Ooh, we actually go first. We actually go first. Can we kill the beta? If she's a Copper Trap, she's a Copper Trap. She's built super high defense, she's a Copper Trap. And he got my defense buff, which is even more gross. That was a fear. We should have buffed up the Bulldozer. And we probably would have actually killed the beta if we had done that. Now we lose. So that was a bit of a misplay, and that is something good for you guys to know as well. Copper traps are a thing, and you have to be wary of them. I don't use my Copper Dozer enough. That was a really, really bad siege. That was a really, really bad siege for us. Really, really bad. I'm so hurting for crystals right now, and we walk away with like half of our wins. We lost almost half the battles there. That's really gross. But what can you do? What can you do, you guys? That is a lesson in a bit of humility there. I think this defense lost once. Can't actually tell right now, but oh yes I could. Just go look there. Derp. So anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the up and down, the bit of tilting and the bit of frustration. That is Siege. That is Siege. Unless you are in a farming guild and you're farming a rank way below where your rune quality is and where your account level is, this is what Siege looks like. If you guys think that this is frustrating, that this is not how you like it, please sound off in the comments below. Sound off to come to us in their Discord or on these videos. Let them know that you're not happy with this. Okay. If you like it, great. Also, sound off. Let them know that you think this is good, that you think this is like it. It does make for entertaining content. And on the flip side of the coin, if they make the defense AI too predictable, it becomes too easy. But I don't think that just giving them increased RNG, something that Come To Us has admitted that their rates are a little tuned up. I don't think just giving them additional RNG is the answer to make it more difficult. This isn't a challenge because it's not something that you can really overcome without having just vastly superior rune quality or such an crazy monster box that you could have literal 10 counters to everything out there. Because Siege is, especially as you push into higher levels, it's about putting the same defenses in towers, just stacking defenses in towers. And as soon as that tower's down, you take a tower back and you put that whole thing in there again. So you need to have so many counters, so many answers to these meta defenses. They need to do something. And honestly, for the siege box reward that you get, it's not worth it. The only reason we do it is for the crystals and the guild points. That is it, you guys. But anyways, let me know down below what you guys thought. This is a little bit worse showing than what we normally do in Siege. Normally, I probably get 2 to 3 losses. Do always, of course, try to push for 10. But sometimes we just make poor choices. Sometimes it's out of our hands and it's just RNG. What do you do? What do you do? Anyways, guys, as always, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Check out some other videos, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.